gracious me!
What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. Yesterday's video, people got scared. Don't worry. I'm not stopping the Road to Glory, and I'll continue to do YouTube for as long as there are advertisers advertising on YouTube, which, to be fair, may not be much longer. But there is no way I'm going back to another job and working for someone else after doing this for about 5 years. In fact, it's been 5 years. 10 days ago, 14th of February. 2014 is when I quit my proper job and took on, it was Twitch and YouTube at the time, and Twitch actually got me through it because YouTube was doing really badly for me at one point. I was to the point where I was uploading once a day and it was just trash. It was the worst content I've ever created. Like, I don't really rate my content that highly now, but the effort into YouTube back then, it was minimal, if that, to be honest. I was doing the videos in my sleep and I was streaming a lot and we were surviving off that, but that's for another video maybe, I don't know. But this game it's gone from bad to worse. Just the fact that the passing doesn't work, the whole thing is just a mess. The whole game needs to be stripped back to its very basics, and they need to rebuild it. The whole thing. It's not like, oh, we've implemented time finishing this year, or next year we've got a new collision system, or we've got this, no, we have stripped the game back to FIFA 13 sort of basic FIFA, and we've built it again. That's what they need to do, and hopefully they will. I doubt they will, but the problem that we have right now in this game is just the bullshit that is in the game. So the passes don't go where you want them to go. Defenders don't tackle properly. Goalkeepers don't make as many errors as they used to be fair, but they still do really stupid things. Sometimes they don't react when the ball is rolling right next to them. Defenders and players in general actually take too long to react to things, even if they've got like 96 reactions. I've used that Van Nistelrooy earlier, right? I did a review on him, and he's got stupid reactions. I mean, like 90-something, 96, whatever. And sometimes I give him the ball, and he would take an age to turn around. And it's because of the inconsistency in the servers and the gameplay. Some people always moan about delay and how they suffer from what they think is button lag, but it's not really. It's just server-side problems. And it's, the more people that are playing the game, the worse it is. And that shouldn't be the case. Shouldn't have to avoid playing games certain times of the day. Do you know what I mean? It's really frustrating. But I'm trying not to let it affect me. In fact, what I'm trying to do now is going into these games and I'm trying to score what look like sexy goals. I think I've scored quite a few of them in this episode actually, where I'm essentially flicking the ball up using the right stick and then just hitting it. I've been telling you about it for the last week or so. That is a meta way to score goals. But I've started implementing time finishing into it now as well. I saw Nep tweet out yesterday that that's how he's scoring 90% of his goals, which I found funny because obviously I've been doing it for the best part of a week, more than that, nearly 10 days, and I've been telling you guys it's so overpowered to do it, and no one in the comments has complained about me using that method of scoring goals. But I bet now that Nep has tweeted about it and it's become this thing where it's an overpowered meta mechanic that people are going to start seeing me score these goals and go, oh, A, you're copying, and B, it's boring that you're doing that. You can't win. Brian says, don't scare me with that title. I need content to watch instead of doing homework. Don't worry, like I said, we won't be stopping the Road to Glory. I did it because I didn't know what else to say, like, selling Gerard icon or something. I don't know, it doesn't sound as good as time to say goodbye because everyone's like, oh, what's he on about? It's kind of clickbait, I guess, but it wasn't the intention. It was just me saying, potentially at least, goodbye to Steven Gerrard. I haven't sold him yet. I was waiting for your opinion before I did anything, but the general consensus seems to be sell him 100% and use the coins to craft upgrade packs and complete SBCs. Getting 600k plus is too good to refuse. Loving the series, keep smashing it. That is from Jay Fletcher, so thank you very much, my friend. Mohammed Adam Umar Zaman says, if you play with players you like, you will enjoy the game more. we've tried that, and it works to a degree, but unfortunately, the players that I enjoy now are so far behind the curve that even they can't save the game, for me, personally. Like, for instance, Steven Gerrard is one of those players that I love, but his stamina is a problem, to say the least. And his other stats, although they are good, he's still only an 86 rated player. We're now coming up against prime icons galore, Team of the Year cards, etc. And some really high rated other. I mean, you've got 93 David Silva in there. Okay, that team's not the best, to be fair, but still, it's a case of if you come up against people with much better teams, doesn't matter how much you enjoy these players, you are still going to struggle. So we were using Jari Litmanen, a very enjoyable player for me personally, Steven Gerrard, etc. Who else do we have in there? We used Abdul Rahman for... Well, I haven't actually used Abdul Rahman on this account. I've used Paulson. We used Robbie Wilmot, which was, again, a player that I enjoy. Peter Crouch has had a few games. We've been using Nicholas for effort, and then we score a couple of them, I think, going in. I think he scores first, and then we score 3 of those sort of volley goals. That was against the run of play completely, because I was all over him, and it's just the way that it's been going for me, to be fair. We end up conceding a goal despite being in complete control. Alisson has kept me in so many games I can't even tell you. But yeah, I'm trying to use players I enjoy as much as I can, but the problem I've got now is the ones that I want. So, for instance, Gerrard, I need to upgrade him to either the prime or the moments, and I can't afford either. So, problematic times. And I think this is the goal. So Best flicks it up and then smash, and I'm telling you what, that is overpowered. You can do that time and time again, and it's almost as effective as time finesse shots. It's like they took out time finesse, but they only nerfed it if you use the finesse feature. They don't really nerf it if you just smack it on the volley using timed finishing, just a normal shot. Hit that one in the red with Rivaldo and still hit the post, and then Ronaldo popped it in. And this is my favourite goal. I didn't even time this right. This is in the grey. This is Fernando Torres on as a sub, and this is one of the best goals you'll see, although now it's so overpowered that I'm pretty sure everyone will start scoring goals like this. Look at the state of that. That is ridiculous. And I hit that, like I said, in the grey. I hit it too late. That's just a standard shot from the volley. And that has been the way that I've been trying to score goals. And I've been trying to perfect it. So some games I've actually ended up losing because I haven't taken the easy way out by crossing the ball or by playing through a through ball to a player who's onside and going through on goal. When I've tried to just play it into feet, flick it up and try and hit it on the turn and things. I'm trying to perfect that way of scoring. And I'm having fun by doing it as well. And I'm kind of trying to squeeze every drop of enjoyment out of the game as possible while still trying to win games. But every time I get into this position, I will flick it up. That's a great goal from Ibra. But, they look really good. I mean, time finesse shots looked amazing, but these look class. And for as long as they are in the game and they're, I suppose, viable and overpowered, I will continue to do it. And if you don't like it, then that's fine. That's up to you. That's whatever. But it's a legitimate way to score a goal. If it's overpowered, it's overpowered. But it looks good. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to moan about it. We miss an opportunity there, but Rivaldo retrieves the ball. Look at this. And I 100% guarantee I meant to do that, right? And I've never been so happy in all my life. Back heel, Meg the goalkeeper, has been on my bucket list since FIFA 12. And I finally managed to score a goal like that. And I actually, with Ibra, the ball came back in. I clicked the stick to flick it up to myself. And then I held in LT or L2, whichever way you want to look at it. And I pressed B. And I knew what he was going to do. Back heel. It was a bit of a bonus that it went through the keeper's legs. But I was kind of hoping it would look spectacular. It did. And I can't believe it actually went in, but it did. And we managed to go 2-0 up. And then Ronaldo slips through, scores a third. At the beginning of the episode, we beat a guy 4-1 or something. I think he ended up rage quitting. That guy quit after 3-0. But these aren't bad players. I'm so inconsistent, but I blame the gameplay as much as I blame myself. Because the gameplay is so inconsistent, how do you expect me to be consistent? So sometimes I have an off game and the gameplay's fine. Sometimes I have a fine game, but the gameplay is off. And it's just, there's no happy medium between the two. I'm either winning games 4 or 5-0, or I'm losing them 3 or 4-0. There's no in between. Really enjoy your road to glory. Are you doing one next FIFA? Well, the plan is to continue. Yeah, we'll start from day one yet again Won't put any money into it. I'm not going to do any gimmick like first owner or anything like that. I don't want to be hindered by anything. I don't want to put money into it. There will be no FIFA points spent whatsoever. We'll probably end up having pre-order packs, but that's because I want to get on it as soon as early access drops. We're talking about this in February, right? But you know what I mean. Yeah, the plan is to continue with the road to glory in the next FIFA for sure. Narnbread says, do you play FIFA for the whole year or do you stop after Team of the Season? I play it right up until the day before the new FIFA comes out, and I will play it every single day without fail. Although I am looking to go away for a couple of days to France. Look at this for a goal from Rivaldo. Again, I've not timed that right. That's in the grey, and he still scored it. It's a great goal. I don't think we end up winning this game, though. I think we end up losing. There were 2 games missing, by the way, one of which we won, and the other game we were drawing 1-1, and my PC blue-screened. Really need to get that fixed. And unfortunately, I lost the footage, and I ended up losing that game. So the record is 1 game worse off than what it should have been. I don't know whether I would have won it or not, but... yeah, it was 1-1 with about 35 minutes gone. It was very even, so it could have gone either way, to be honest. But we won the first game. I think we won it 2-0, 3-0. It was quite a comfortable game, and unfortunately, I haven't got the footage to show you. But I did score one of those flick up and smack it goals. But either way, we're going to move into some live FIFA in just a second. Good effort from Best. But yeah, I play FIFA all the way around. I mean, I have to, really. If I wasn't a content creator, then of course, no, I wouldn't. But being a content creator, you kind of have to. You've got to get creative toward the back end of FIFA as well when there's just no content and people aren't interested. So you have to try and make it as enjoyable as possible. That is a terrible record right there, 7-8. I'm not embarrassed by it at all. I mean, I, at the moment, cannot stand the gameplay in FIFA 19. It is, I would say, the worst game that FIFA have ever released, and I'm not including the menus. I'm not including the SBCs and such. Gameplay, pure gameplay. I have enjoyed every other FIFA that they've ever released right from the beginning. FIFA International Soccer, which I'm old enough to say that I bought. I've played every single FIFA and bought them on launch since then, and this is the worst for gameplay and the least enjoyable for me personally. So I'm not embarrassed or annoyed by that. It's just what it is. And hopefully I don't care about them bringing out new patches. I don't want them to patch it anymore. I want them to just say, look, the game is done. Let's just keep releasing content. If there's a bug, we'll fix it. But we're going to focus on FIFA 20. We're going to put every resource into FIFA 20 and make sure that game doesn't suck ass. Which, unfortunately, this one kind of does. But I mean, each to their own. If you're enjoying the game, then that's awesome. I genuinely hope you are. I think it's down to the fact that I play it too much and I notice the imperfections more than the average Joe will because they don't play it as much. Like, for instance, I've got 790 games on this account, right? That's fast math. 790 games on this account. This isn't even my main account. I have more games on my main account, and I have about half of what I have here on another account. So I've got 3 different accounts, one of which is a pay to win. This one is the Road to Glory, and the third account is one that I accidentally put FIFA points on and didn't mean to, but it is what it is. So I played a couple of 100 games on there. But, you know, all in all, I've got nearly 2,000 games on this FIFA, which is crazy, and I need to get a life. But I've played so much FIFA, and it's only February, that's why I get triggered by it, because I've just played it to death. I've played it too much. But I can't help it because I'm a content creator and I have to do it, because I release like 3 videos a day because I'm off my rocker, and I just have to do it. The whole point of me saying that to you kind of comes down to this Road to Glory, right? I'm going to continue it. It'll continue. I think it just means I kind of want to change something, and I want to do this, but I don't want to do this. I feel like I'm missing out. Foot Champs is a massive slog for me because it falls on the 3 busiest days of my week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and most of Thursday is a very sort of laid back, okay, I'm still working, but there's no deadline, there's no rush. Well, there is a deadline, but there's no rush, there's no pressure. It's just going through the motions. Friday and Saturday, Sunday, I dread, because I have to do a lot more. And I'm not quite sure how it works out. Team of the Week predictions is a massive part of that. But I always feel like I have to do more Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it's just the way that my life works. So I have to do a lot more, and then I've got this on top of it. It just makes those 3 days very... I hate the word stress, but it is, I guess, stressful and packed. I have a lot to do in that 3-day, that 72-hour period. I've got a lot to do already without this sort of hanging over me. If they extended it to Monday, by the way, I wouldn't have a problem. I'd play maybe 10 games over the 2 or 3 days, Friday to Sunday, and then I'd play the rest on Monday, and I wouldn't really be bothered by it. But unfortunately, they don't. So it is what it is. That's why when they extend it, I'm actually much happier, but we very rarely get extensions. But my proposal then, I guess, is, do we either drop Weekend League altogether, at least until they revamp the player pick system? Because at the moment, the player pick system is a bit flawed because the team of the week is so behind the curve. You would literally need to pack the very best player in every single team of the week to make it viable. Maybe not you personally. Maybe if you don't play the game that often and you get yourself a 9 goal and he might go into your team. That's fine. That's awesome. But he wouldn't go anywhere near mine. I'd put him on the bench instead of my 85 9-goaler, but he doesn't get on either, so it would be pointless. We packed the best player the other week, João Cancelo. I put him in an SBC because he just doesn't fit into the team. He's not good enough. You know, I mean, he's a good player. He would fit into most people's team. He even got a boost. He even got upgraded to 89, I think. Still not good enough because Dani Alves is higher rated and Prime Icon Best is 93 rated. He just doesn't fit into the team. So unless I'm packing the very best players, when, for instance, if Kevin De Bruyne gets an inform, or if Ronaldo, Messi, etc. get informs, then, you know, that'll be awesome. I mean, Messi is set to get one this week, but chances of me packing that is slim to none. I'm not saying I won't go to 14 wins this week. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I might go to 11 again. But I am actually seriously considering not playing Foot Champs at all past this weekend until they either revamp it, or maybe one week we go, do you know what, we'll do it this week, I fancy it. But I've got a sort of a backup, a contingency plan, if you will. I've got a backup idea. So, the time that it would free up for me on the weekend, I play squad battles. We get ourselves to Elite 3, which wouldn't be that difficult. We don't have to play that many games to get to Elite 3 either. I mean, if I go and have a look now at what... I mean, I think I'm Silver 2 right now, but again, I've played barely anything. I've been whacking it on Amateur. I couldn't score against the AI on Amateur there. I could not score. But I've been whacking it on Amateur. I've been watching like a film or a TV show or something, and I've just been playing it on Amateur just to get up the points, like just before I go to bed or something. So let's go over to rank. So what do we need to get Elite 3? Oh, that's quite a lot actually. I don't know, maybe... I kind of like Silver 1, see? 215k packs and 7,000 coins. That's not bad. It's not difficult. That's where I'll finish this week. I'll play... Because I only need to win one more game on Amateur, and I'll be in Silver 1. I might just whack it on Professional, win the game, job done. That's like, was that 1,000 points? 900 to 1,000 points. That'll be enough to finish Silver 1 this week. And I'll do that. And we get 2 15k packs and 7,000 coins. I don't really like the rewards for Gold 3. A Prime Mixed Players Pack doesn't do it for me. That's a 25k. That's tempting, I guess. Gold 1 is fine, but I would much rather just get Gold 2 and not have to get an extra 6,000. Elite 3, I suppose, can be a lot of points there, actually. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to work out how difficult that would be to do. Maybe that would take too much time. But then you can play it through the week, see, and that's what I like about it, because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I've got bags of time to be able to do this. So, I don't know. But either way, what I'm trying to say is, the time I would normally spend playing Weekend League, I put most of it into squad battles, so that on Monday, we have a pack session. I'll have some squad battle rewards, which, okay, might not be much, might be 2 15k packs or maybe a 25k pack and a mixed players pack or whatever. But also, we'll do 1 or 2 drafts as well. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll do 1 or 2 drafts on those days. And then on Monday, then, we have a little bit of a pack session. We do squad battle rewards and we do 2 sets of draft rewards, maybe. You know, so we could have like, I don't know, 6 or 7 packs to open. If there's any SBCs, we'll do them, and we'll have those packs as well. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe Thursday as well, I'll do a draft again. and any SBCs that are lying around, we'll pick those up, and then we'll do rivals as well. So maybe I will only do 2 drafts then. So we'll do rivals, we'll finish to rank 2, we'll get rival rewards, I'll do 1 draft. If I finish high and I get decent packs, we'll leave it at that. If I don't, I'll do another one until we get some better packs. If I get knocked out in the first round twice, then who cares, it's still a few packs. And then we open them on Thursday. So we'll still have some decent packs to open on Thursday. We'll then have some more packs to open on Monday. So every Monday and Thursday are pack days. Days in between those are either draft or rival days, or maybe some squad battles as well. So that's kind of supplementing it. I don't know. I loved Foot Champs at one point. I really did like the idea of it. When they first announced it, I thought, it's awesome. I love it. But now it's just too much of a grind on top of my workload. And I just don't enjoy it. I much prefer Rivals, because there's no pressure in Rivals at all. I much prefer to play Rivals than I do Foot Champs. And I do relatively enjoy myself because it's nowhere near as competitive. You don't get any sort of sweaty, grindy people who waste time after the 60th minute because they've gone a goal up and you've been all over them. I hate that, and it happens all the time. You don't really get that in Rivals. And obviously playing against the AI for squad battles is relatively enjoyable. If you whack it on sort of professional, it's not difficult. It's kind of enjoyable. And of course, drafts are fun to build anyway. So let me know what you think. I'm not saying I'm definitely going to do it. I could maybe just drop it down and finish Silver 1 every weekend. It'll save me between 3 and 6, maybe 7 games max. But still, it's still cutting down the amount of games we're playing. So maybe we can play a bit more in the way of squad battles or something and get some packs for Monday. But let me know what you think. Should we just drop it to 11 for now? Or do we drop it? Do we finish 11, 14 this week so that we've got the qualification there if we need it? And then just drop it completely for the time being until either we find our mojo again and start enjoying FIFA a bit more, or until they revamp rewards and start giving us something a bit different. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Be interested to hear your thoughts. There is a Payet in the SBC store right now, which I was tempted to try and grind towards. If I sell Gerrard, it's 285 rated teams. If I was to sell Gerrard and just rinse the French League upgrade packs, it wouldn't be that difficult to achieve. In fact, I have a lot already that could go towards one of, if not both of the 85 rated, and he could actually replace Steven Gerrard in the middle. But I don't know. I mean, it's a good card. It's a very good card, actually. The reactions were the only sort of negative stat, but even that isn't that bad. 4-star, 4-star, high-low. He's a good player. But it's not a player that I really like, It's not someone that I would normally go out and get. I think I'd rather sort of focus on maybe trying to get another icon there instead of Gerrard. Put Nakata there for the time being so it works chem-wise, but then go and get the Moments Gerrard or the Moment Litmanen, or maybe even just a Prime Gerrard or something instead. You know what I mean? I think I'm going to leave it. I like it. I think it's a good card, and I think 285 rated teams could actually be worth it, especially if you grind the SBCs to get it. I'm not saying it's not worth it. It just doesn't appeal to me necessarily. Good card though, very good card. But it is what it is. Let me know what you think about the whole Foot Champs thing. I will do marquee matchups as well. In fact, what I'll do is I'll do them tonight so that tomorrow we have a nice pack session. I don't think the packs are that great, but you do get a 35k. Premium Gold pack, that's a bit naff. Premium Electrum isn't too bad. Small Rare Silver could be good if you pack something decent. Small Rare Gold players. Wait, is it Small Rare or just Small Gold? No, it's Small Gold, that's a shame. But no, I mean, they're not terrible, they're not great, but the 35k is decent. So we'll have a few packs to open tomorrow, hopefully. But let me know what you think about the whole Foot Champs draft squad battles kind of system. I'm not saying indefinitely, I'm just saying for the time being until either we regain the love of the game or they revamp the rewards and say, look, you can actually pack random cards throughout the entire FIFA, or maybe you pack a special set of cards we release every week or something. I don't know. Hopefully they do something like that, but I'm not holding my breath. If you have enjoyed this episode of The Road to Glory, smack that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.